Oh, no, like I'm just sitting here. I know it's live. I don't know. Okay. So, I have not actually been outside yet, but, it is freezing, literally. It looks like the rain has moved out, but it doesn't look like the ice has moved in. So, that may be good. Now, the problem is today, the temperatures drop into the 20s. The good news is there's no more precipitation. So, now we just have to get through the cold. Cause yeah, I don't know. But as you can see, we still have power, and that's a good thing. And I think it's because, yeah, well, we're just gonna, I don't know. But, while we have power, we have heat. And since the rain has moved out, it reduces our chances of losing power. So that's a good thing. Okay. I'm sure the roads are just, it's the overpasses that are a problem. So yeah. Okay. So we are doing a new design for living. Let's do the housekeeping really quickly, which, by the way, yes, the center is still closed, mostly because the overpasses. We just don't want to risk anybody, especially since some of our members, would have to cross several overpasses to get to us, and we just don't want to do that. So yes, stay home, stay warm, stay dry. Okay, so, and then the housekeeping is we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That gets you one email a week unless something unusual happens, i.e. it's literally freezing. Yeah, because we don't get that much. And it certainly doesn't drop into the 20s with the feels likes in the single digits. And that's not supposed to happen down here. So moving on. The constant contact, yeah, it's a real person doing it. He just doesn't have time for more than that. So, now the hot links are hot. I have no idea what's happening behind me. Can you come find out, because he's very upset and about to bring the curtain down on himself. Okay. Sorry, cat. Where was I? Hot links are hot. Tells you the email tells you what's going on for the week and the month. And blind CC means it won't, nobody else is going to see your email. So you won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us.
Birds.
Just birds?
Birds.
Okay. He's very excited about it, so. All right. And the social media. Let's do the social media, since that's how we're doing this. Yay. We do not monetize the social media. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you are on. That will, if you allow notifications, then it will notify you when we go live or upload new videos. And then, hang on. My brain is just mushy right now. And then engage with the individual posts by liking, by reacting, sharing, and commenting on them. I just need to go back to bed. Clearly, I am not suited for today. Okay. I have no idea what just fell off the desk. Okay. Well, at least it didn't fall in the trash can. So, this video is just going to be a hot mess, and it's because, weather. I'm going to blame the weather. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so A New Design for Living was written towards the end of Ernest's career, and what it is the how-to. He did a lot of theory. He wrote a lot of books on, explaining how this can work. And in A New Design for Living, he's like going, here, step by step. This is what you do. He also is telling you why, but he is telling you how. So this is the process of science of mind. Okay. So, A New Design for Living was written towards the end of Ernest's career, and what it is the how-to. He did a lot of theory. He wrote a lot of books on, explaining how this can work. And in A New Design for Living, he's like going, here, step by step. This is what you do. He also is telling you why, but he is telling you how. So this we are a philosophy. We're just a religion for government paperworks. But we are a philosophy. We are a way of life. Now, so that is what a new design for living is. Here, let me show you how to do it. Okay? That's what he's saying. So we are in chapter 6. We are doing great possibilities. And the article that we are going to do today is using ideas. As we start using the idea of cause and effect, start experimenting with the relationship of thought and experience, it will not be long before we will have established for ourselves the validity of the theory. And that's one of the things that Ernest is like, look, you can talk theory all you like, but until you actually go out and test the theory, what are you doing? Go test the theory. Go try this out. Then we will no longer be interested in proving the theory, but will accept it and use it to the limit of our ability. It may be some seemingly little thing that will clear our minds of any doubt, or perhaps it will be something big. It doesn't matter what the proof may be. The process is the same, and big and little have no significance. A parking space, so important at times, and really honestly, that's one of the first things I remember is they would talk about manifesting parking spaces. I don't do it very often because most of the time I enjoy the walk, but every now and again I'm like, you know what? I really need a closed parking space. Let's do that. It still works. So, a parking space, so important at times. Why do some people always seem to find one just where they want it? They want one. They need one. They know one will be available at the right place at the right time. It is usually there, and quite often we have been a passenger as the car pulled into it. Nothing ponderous about this. Just a calm assurance, complete confidence. Okay? Just a calm assurance, a complete confidence. They know the parking place will be there. Simple. Almost too simple. What is the reason? Cause and effect. Thoughts becoming things or situation. One of the worst pitfalls we could find ourselves in is spending all our time theorizing how this can become that, trying to determine all the various relationships that exist between the different kinds of causes and various types of effects. At some point, every science student has to take their nose out of the textbook and go into the laboratory and experimentally prove for themselves that the theories that they have read about are true. So it is with each of us. The only way for us to prove that a theory we believe in is correct is to set our reading aside and start doing. With the conviction that the theory is right, start experimenting and the results will be forthcoming. Then we will begin to experience the best days of our lives. We might start by smiling at a person we have always ignored or glowered at. Okay. We'll be surprised at the effects which result from this cause. Silly? Insignificant? No. How powerful. And so much worthwhile. Cause and effect always works, and there is nothing too big or too little for it to cope with. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that line up here. Let's see. One of the worst pitfalls we can find ourselves is spending all our time theorizing. So it's one of those things that when we teach treatment, we talk about the difference between outlining and getting real specific. And that's what he's talking about. When we get really specific in telling spirit, this is how it has to be, then what we are doing is we are cutting off all the infinite ways that spirit can bring it to us. So there's no point in sitting around and going, well, it could be this, or it could be that, or it could be this, because two things are going to happen. One, nothing. because we never get around to actually saying this is what we want. And two, if we get real specific about the way we want it, we're cutting off all of the other ways that Spirit could bring it to, which means that Spirit has to do it exactly the way we say it, which may not be feasible. Okay. You know, it may not be feasible. If I say that Spirit has to bring me my good riding on a unicorn, then Spirit is, how many ways can Spirit bring me my good riding on a unicorn? Okay. Yes, there are unicorns out there, but I have just cut off every other way Spirit could bring me my good. You know, maybe there's a dozen ways that Spirit could bring me my good riding on a unicorn. But if I don't specify Spirit bringing me my good riding on a unicorn, then Spirit has an infinite way of bringing me my good, whatever it is that I want. You know, maybe the good is a unicorn, but so you see what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why, one, get off your duff and stop trying to guess how Spirit could do it, and just say, this is what I want. This is what I desire. However, you claim you're good, whatever language you want to use. I highly suggest you listen to Jesse's talk, because he's talking about exactly the same thing. I mean, we always are, right? And just state, okay, this is the good. This is the good. This is my good. And then let Spirit figure out the way to get it to you, because Spirit is going to be efficient about it and get it to you in the, I'm going to say the easiest possible way, maybe not, but the most efficient way for Spirit to do it. Whereas when we get in the way and say, this is how it's got to come, or this is the way I think it's got to be, then we're limiting Spirit. We are limiting Spirit. Okay. Spirit doesn't limit us. We limit Spirit. So that's it. So try it. And the parking space thing, yeah, try it. Or, and I forget what movie it was, but it was Whoopi Goldberg in it. And what she would do is she would blow kisses at the green lights, or she would blow kisses at the traffic lights, so that they would always be green when she would go through. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing, you can just know that as you move around, through the roads, that you will arrive at the perfect time for the light to be green. And when you do that, you are not impeding anybody else. You are just saying you are going to arrive at the perfect time for the light to be green for you. So you're not saying that the light has to be red for other people. You're just saying, well, when I get there, it'll be green for me. It does work. It does work. I've been late, and, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, time isn't real, and I'll get there in the perfect time. And the way will be made easy. So try it. Experiment with it. It's a whole thing. Okay. So I know I'm running behind today. And as of right now, I am not going to work tomorrow. So I may be late tomorrow too. But we do have a Sunday service for you. It will be on at 11, provided I did everything right. I know I did on YouTube. Facebook's a little easier. So please join us on Facebook Live for the Sunday service. And maybe go to the Zoom room. That'll be fun. So it's always a good discussion with them, and I don't get to go very often, so I might definitely make an effort to be there today. So, which means I need to get off my duff and go get my workout done. So take care of your. Oh wait, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. A take care of yourself day, a you got this day, a do what you got to do day, a stay warm day, a make sure that your people, pets, pipes, and plants are all safe from this weather day, because tomorrow's going to be brutal for us. I mean, for all of you who live up in those areas where, yeah, we just don't know what to do with this weather. So, a drink plenty of water day, please stay hydrated day, a do something just for yourself day, a be with your virtual community day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is. Yeah, that was the one. You see him right there? That was the one that was terrorizing the curtains a minute ago. Oh, that's Dante. He's trouble and a half. Trouble and a half. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Okay. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light and a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a God. All right. Explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows to be, because the divine knows to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds. May we know that the power stays on, that the heat keeps running, and we all stay dry and safe and warm. Reverend David will probably be on around 5 p.m. with you. The service will go up no matter what happens, because it's in the system, at 11. So maybe consider joining the Zoom room. Take care of yourself. And I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know what time. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.